Hi, welcome back to my channel. I haven't put anything up for about 2 weeks. We just were under the threat a couple of weeks ago from Helene was heading directly towards this area. So I had to get the house battened down, and then my wife and I left the area. We went through Michael back in 2018, and I don't ever want to do that again. And it looked like it might have been the same situation. But while I was away, we went to stay with some relatives about 100 miles from here, out of the storm area. The morning that we left, I guess the area that we were staying in had not been affected at all, except for a couple days of rain, luckily. And but there was the people we were staying with got a notification, one of them on her cell phone, about a pop-up estate sale that was only about a mile and a half away from where their house was. And I have never been in one estate sale. I always kind of wanted to, but I never sought one out or anything. So she asked if I wanted to go with her the next morning, when they opened, on our way out back to the house, since that was after the storm had passed this area. And I said, sure, why not? And subsequently got up and got there right as it opened at 8 o'clock. It was in a residence on a cul-de-sac, and apparently they would do is the people that lived in that cul-de-sac would all rotate out on a monthly basis to hold an estate sale in their houses, and I guess divide up the whatever profits they got. But that was kind of interesting. But when we got there at 8 o'clock, quite a few people had apparently camped out since 6 a.m. that morning and had been let in early. So I only went on the off chance that I could pick up some kind of a vintage electronics, because they had posted on the Facebook page when they advertised the pop-up what they had, and there were a couple things in there that I was interested in. They had an old Radio Shack tape recorder from like the early 60s in the box. That was kind of all I really wanted. But we got there. I did find the box that showed up on the Facebook page for the Radio Shack tape recorder, but the box is empty. And after asking, the woman that was running the estate sale said, well, that box has always been empty. So they basically advertised an empty box, and I didn't buy the box. I didn't need it, but I did pick these up fairly quickly. There was a lot of people there. I don't like being around crowds grabbing and stuff, but this is a General Electric tape recorder. I'm going to drop something here. I'm not sure the age of it. Let's see, the lid comes off. It does have a reel. It's got one reel. It doesn't have any tape. It looks like it's in pretty good shape, actually. You can see the drive rollers down there. Those are actually cleaning pads. This would probably work. I don't know. I haven't put batteries in it, but the battery compartment's clean. Kind of funny. It's got that clunky switch. Show you the model number here if I can. Sorry, I'm trying to do this one-handed as usual. Doesn't really have a model number. Sorry about that. The tape just cut off. There's the microphone. That's cool that it has the microphone on it. One of the little plastic tabs is cracked, but interestingly enough, I looked. There's the battery compartment. $32 ohms. It's interesting. Takes 4 D-cell batteries. Battery compartment looks really clean. Now, I don't have this particular tape format. And I looked on eBay, and for one roll of tape that's been used for something like this, most people are asking between $30 and $40. So I'm not going to go that route. I'm probably going to end up buying a used broken unit similar to this that uses that size tape and that has the tape with it. There's been a couple of those. You can get the whole thing for $40, but I'm not ready to do that yet. So I'm going to kind of put this on the back burner. Next thing I got was this Westinghouse AM/FM radio. Which I thought was kind of cool because I like small AM/FM radios since I don't get AM here very well, and I've said that a million times on my videos, but this thing's kind of hard to get out of the case. I don't know how people do this with one hand. You must have to have really strong hands to do this. You see people making videos all the time, you know, doing all this stuff with one hand, and it's really not that easy. This thing's going to go flying off into space, and that'll be the end of that. I'm almost there. There, I got it out. All right. Not focusing. All right. It's a 9-transistor radio. There's nothing on the back. There's the tuning and volume controls. It's got a earphone jack. I do have I did put a battery in this. The AM hisses. You probably can't hear it. But it doesn't tune anything. It's totally dead. FM doesn't do anything. So that'll be a project I can work on. Next one up is this Sanyo micro cassette recorder. I happen to like small micro cassette recorders. I've got a few of them. I don't know why my phone's not focusing today. Maybe it doesn't like my hand. Well, I put batteries in this, and the belts are bad, so it'll rewind, fast forward. So that's kind of a wash. And the last thing I got was this full It's really weird. I've got this phone in professional mode. It only runs 5 minutes at a time. I don't know why. Full auto shut off. Built-in microphone. It did have the wall wart with it. Made in China. TCM 919. 918. Anyway, this doesn't work either. Batteries, the belts are on this one are screwed up too. So I will probably replace the belts in this first. It looks like it would be fairly simple, and then I will probably do something with the radio next, because I've got quite a collection of small AM/FM radios like this, but I like the way this one looks. And Shango actually did a video on something on one Westinghouse similar to this. I think it was one model below, but he did actually find the schematics for this one and use those to fix the other one. But he also said that this was probably a very scarce model. And I think it was made in '62, so it's all germanium. So, but this, when he did do that video of the other one, this one had been like modified from the earlier version, and he said this one was a lot more well built. So when I do that, I'll pull the back off of it. So that's basically what I got, and the whole cost on this was $37. This alone was $15. There was no price on it when I took it up to the thing, and the guy hemmed and hawed and scratched his head and scratched his ass and came up with $15. I was going to talk him down, but I'm like, I wanted to get out of there because there were so many people in there, and they're all standing in line behind me with their arms full of garbage. And so the whole thing, this, that, and I also bought a Calrad metal external speaker from the 50s. The whole cost came out to $37. So anyway, that was my first estate sale, and it was also probably my last estate sale. But just wanted to show you when I brought home more stuff, but at least I can probably get most of this working, and this interests me the most, but I will get to it when I get to it. Hope you guys are doing well, and I'll catch you hopefully soon. Bye. Oh yeah, subscribe. I'm almost up to 300 subscribers, but it's slow going, man. About 1-2 a week, and the only way you get subscribers is you post stuff that people are actually interested in watching. And I know that, and I enjoy watching videos like this where somebody else spent their money on things and brought it home and have to deal with it. So here I'm doing it. So you don't have to store this stuff anywhere or work on it or anything else. You can watch somebody else do it. So, all right. I hope you all are doing well. Bye. I'll just finish this off. This is the Calrad speaker that I bought at that estate sale. It's got a volume knob on it, which is cool. It's not powered. It's got 2 screw terminals, model 861. It's made in Japan. Doesn't have a wattage rating on it or anything, but I'm assuming it's probably a 5 or 6 watt speaker. It's a pretty large speaker. I think it was for a communications radio. Somebody modified it for some reason, it looks like, to tap off the volume control. I'm not sure why they did that, but I was going to crack the case on it. Take a look at it. Maybe when I do that, I'll make a short video about it just so you can see what's inside of there. It's very heavy, but I only paid, as you can see, $4 for that at estate sale. So sometimes it's nice to have a little freestanding small speaker like this that you can hook up to a small mono amplifier that you're working on without having to run it to a larger unit that's for stereo. Um, anyway, all right, that's it for me. Y'all take care of yourselves. Behave.